Hi, I'm Heather from heatherchristo.com, and today we are making a crazy cocktail punch. We've got berry, rhubarb, coconut, vodka, lemonade punch. Was that enough words? And please notice that this punch has way more depth than usual because we are shooting in stereo, which means you can scan by turning your head 180 degrees and see what's going on in this kitchen. There's a lot to look at, so feel free. First, to make this punch, we're gonna get going with a whole bunch of beautiful spring flavors. You guys know how much I love cocktails, but the punch is always my first choice when entertaining, not only because it instantaneously says party, but it's also really easy on the host or hostess who's making it. So that's typically my plan of attack when hosting large groups. To get started, we're gonna make the simple syrup with the berries and the rhubarb. So I've just got a pot right here. I'm gonna dump in about a half a cup of blueberries, a half a cup of raspberries, and then we're gonna chop up some rhubarb and strawberries to add. Rhubarb is so pretty and in season right now, and it grows especially well in the Pacific Northwest, so it's very easy to find, especially if you're a gardener like I am. And you just want to chop up bite-sized pieces. This is about a half a cup of rhubarb, which has a nice tartness, which will kind of offset the super sweet raspberries and blueberries. And then we're just going to do a couple large strawberries. So pretty. Okay, now we're gonna add some sugar. You could use white sugar, brown sugar, coconut sugar. I'm just gonna do about a half a cup because I don't like it too sweet. And we're gonna put it over here, about a quarter cup of water, and turn it on over high heat. We're gonna let that simmer, and just until the sugar dissolves. Okay, while that is simmering and getting ready to be pureed in the blender into a nice thick simple syrup, I'm gonna start juicing the lemons because we need an awful lot of them. Everything should always be to taste, but I typically think like 1 to 2 cups of fresh lemon juice is about the right number, and that's a huge difference. Some people like their punch really sweet or their cocktails really sweet. I'm not so much, so I prefer to add extra lemon juice. And then normally you would have like the sweet element in the lemonade, which would be the syrup, the fresh lemon juice, and then you would add water. But today we're adding coconut water instead, which is just gonna give it like a little subtle coconut flavor. And then it makes me feel like maybe I'm doing something healthy to counteract all the alcohol I'm gonna put in it. So you just wanna squeeze these lemons and make sure you don't get any seeds in there. Okay, that's about 1 cup down. Hang on, let me give this a stir back here. You want to make sure all that sugar dissolves so that you have a really smooth syrup, and then you won't taste any little gritty sugar in the punch. Okay, that's a pretty good amount. Also, I'm getting sweaty from all that lemon squeezing. Okay. So all of that sugar is nicely dissolved. It's a really beautiful liquid. And I'm just gonna pop it in the blender. Try not to splatter yourself. Just gonna puree this on. Okay, that looks pretty good. I've got my punch bowl here full of ice. And then I've got all of this amazing pink berry rhubarb syrup. And I'm gonna add about 2 cups of that, or 1.5 cups. All of the fresh lemon juice. A very generous glug of vodka. Do it to taste. And then I love a really delicious coconut water instead of water. You could also do sparkling water if you wanted to have a fizzy punch. And then we're just gonna garnish with some fresh berries that I'm gonna chop up. I need this cutting board back. And then also with the blueberries and the raspberries that are left over. A very convenient stir stick here. And I always like to put these fresh rhubarb sticks in here like garnishes. I'm gonna take a little length off this one. And then some fresh lemon slices. And if you're really being fancy, you can add some edible flowers. These little Johnny Jump Up pansies are so pretty, totally edible, and they make it feel really special. Okay. It's time to plate. You guys, if this isn't the most exciting Thirsty Thursday that I've ever done, I don't know what is. I hope that you were scanning around while I was talking and squeezing lemons. And here we go. It's a gorgeous punch. Berry rhubarb coconut vodka lemonade punch. Absolutely gorgeous. Really delicious. It might need a little more vodka. So good. Perfect for your next happy hour, party, anything with friends. Enjoy.